Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Background Noise episode 320, and I am your host, HydroxideAnt. Right now, Chance is off getting food because I do not blame him because food does sound delicious, even though I've eaten dinner. Um, uh, Brecken is not feeling well, and Nathan is unavailable tonight. Kyle should be coming in at some point. So right now, we're just rocking 1v1 here, guys. Like a one-on-one, me and then you guys. So I feel like a cool thing to update you guys on is I actually been playing a lot of Pokemon lately. Pokemon Sword and Shield. I've gotten into the doubles format, and we've made it up to top 3,000 in the world. That's really cool. I enjoy Pokemon a lot, um, and it's something that like I started playing Pokemon sort of competitively like within the last like a year or so, I'd say. But I've only ever battled one on one because Brecken and then our friend Mike also play a lot of Pokemon and they would battle and then they got me into it. So it was a lot of fun. Good old time was had. So, you know. And eventually in Sword and Shield I was playing one on one for like series one and I just didn't like it. For some reason I just really did not like the way the 3v3 battles were done. And yeah, so I switched to doubles this month, and we made the top 3,000 in the world. So like, I'm not upset. Doubles does ironically feel more natural now, which I didn't think it would be like that. I really didn't think it'd be like that, but it is. Am I? I'm not good though. I do want to say, like, I made it to the top 3,000 in the world because I think I'm using meta Pokemon. I don't know if that's how I don't know. It's hard to figure out, like, to me, like, who's good and who's not. It's like a certain amount of skills, right? Like, to me, the good players, like, they know what's happening in every scenario. Like, obviously, like Wolfie VGC, like, he knows basically what's happening in every scenario he's in. Like, he sees a list of six Pokemon, he knows which four on his team is the best to bring, and he knows what they're gonna bring, and or at least what they should bring. I'm learning, to get with the times. um, and obviously, like, I can't, you know, just be amazing off the bat. But we're trying our best, and right now, like on the side, so series three for Pokemon is going to be a little bit of a different format going on. Just more Pokemon are added to the game, and I'm going to try to make myself a team, and we'll see how that goes. We will see. Um, I'm not exactly sure how different I'm gonna make my team than the ones I'm rocking with right now, because I really found like a team that I really like that I'm working with right now. I actually have a few teams that I find to be awesome. Like I just am like, this is good time. So we'll see. I'm not too sure if like who's going to be on the team at all. Obviously, everyone's going to be running like Incineroar now. There's a lot of Gigantamax Pokemon coming into the fold that look really interesting. So like we'll see. I'm happy like to see more Pokemon added, but I was really starting like this was really the first month I was playing double, so I was really into the format. So I'm hoping things don't really like my enjoyment of the game doesn't really change at all. Adding these new Pokemon, I really don't think it will. It's just more Pokemon you have to learn to maneuver around. It's I mean everyone other than like a few like Pokemon, everyone in VGC had to deal with like the possibility of their opponents bringing like 800 different Pokemon. I like in this gen we only have to like worry about 400 maybe. That's not bad at all. Like, in comparison, I feel like this was a very friendly time to get into the game. At least VGC style play. So I'm really hoping, we didn't know, but my friends and I, Breck and Mike and I, found out there was a Pokemon VGC tournament in New Jersey, like last weekend. We just didn't know about it because I 100% would have gone just for the experience. Like, I just want to be able to test myself against people who I haven't played against. This sounds a lot of fun. I just want to see how I do. For any sort of competitive game or anything, I always just want to test myself against better people. If I go to, say, a tournament or something, like, I'm going to be filled with a room full of people who have way more experience than I do at this concept, like, at this type of play. So I can only hope that I know what's going on. Or that, like, I can only hope that everything works out. I really can only hope. I'm excited. Like, a lot of YouTube content creators and stuff are getting into it. Like, A-Drive is doing VGC. He's really trying his best to get a world invite. That obviously would be the dreamest of dreams, is getting a world invite. For any player. I'm almost thinking that, because I wish I had more time to, like, take off and enter these kind of tournaments. But I just don't right now. So I'm going to be entering the online tournament that's happening starting the 27th. I just got a shiny Litten. That's really cool. It's unfortunately, I was breeding for a female kitten. That'd be funny if she's a female. Nah, it's a male. Okay, is it the right ability though? It is. Okay, I mean, that's a good kitty. Like, we're not gonna be upset about that at all. But I wish I was like streaming my screen at the very least. But stuff happens. So we got a shiny kitten on the podcast. That's cool. First shiny in the podcast. So we might do our best to work with that one too. But I would love to enter Pokemon tournaments and stuff. We just haven't, like, I don't have the time fully to invest into those. Like, the Oceanic tournament was going on during the week, and it's like, I feel like it happened on, like, a weekend or something. Like, the one tournament in Jersey, I would have probably been able to do. Like, I would have been able to swing it, We'll see, though. Like, just not sure. But Pokemon has been treating me well, at least. So, like, we talked about it every now and then, but, like, I was on a CS team for a while, and the team kind of died this season. And I've actually been way happier not playing Counter-Strike, to be completely honest. It's been really nice to switch to Pokemon, where it's something that it's just you, and you can just kind of rely on, like, what's going on with yourself. And it's kind of nice that way, wise. You don't have to worry about what everyone else is doing. You can kind of just focus on you and your opponent, and that's really it, which I do enjoy. That definitely. It's a fun 1v1 format kind of deal, and we're rocking with it. it's a 1v1 doubles format because it's just you and the other player. You're both controlling two Pokemon at the same time, but there's so many fun strategies to do. Like the weather wars are very much a thing. I can't imagine. I'm trying to think like out of the Pokemon coming in, other than Incineroar, who's gonna make like a big difference. I would love to figure out a really good way to use Primarina, as I love Primarina. I absolutely love it. It was the starter I picked in Gen 7. And, you know, we've rocked with it since. I used it in my Gen 7 playthroughs, even when like I did Wonderlocks and stuff. We still used it. And I just like... I think it's a fun Pokemon. It's a good Pokemon, you know? And really, at the end of the day, isn't that all you can say? Is if you have fun with something, that's what you do. Like, the most common Pokemon right now is Togekiss. And I'm like, I don't know if I'd have fun using Togekiss. Like, it's a really good Pokemon. It really is. But then, like, it's fun to build counters to really common Pokemon. And just rock on with it, you know? It's a good time. Yeah, but other than that, you know, I've other life stuff. Ironically, since like I stopped playing Counter-Strike, I've been on, well, it was a little bit before, but I've been on like a journey to like lose weight and stuff, and I'm down 11 pounds, which is good. I prefer not to like share my weight, you know, on the interwebs, but being down 11 pounds is big for me. Just keep working, you know? I'm not gonna stop. The one thing that I've absolutely had to do is count calories, because I realized I had no idea, like, what calories went into what, you know? Like, I didn't. Like, I just ate, or I didn't eat, you know? I see Chance's mic is unmuted.
I know.
I actually was talking about losing weight. Because I've...
I should learn something about that.
Yeah, because I've... I mean, like... you know, like a few months ago, or I guess like a month ago, I was the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life, and I've now lost 11 pounds. I'm still working, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's still a long road to be like where I want to be.
Any legend.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's hard, dude. Like,
it is.
For me, like, I realized how little I knew about like what food,
nutrition.
Yeah, and like what food had what calories or anything like that.
I always knew. I educated myself on it. I just didn't care.
See,
yeah. So I was like just willfully
like ignorant, almost.
Willfully fat.
Yeah.
And so like my biggest thing, because I've known for a long time, like the reason, like I can't lose weight has always been, and that's why I'm trying to cut back. Like you probably heard me earlier when we were just like
soda, right?
Talking, was like I want a soda so bad right now, because I drink a lot of sugary drinks. That's pretty much my biggest thing.
It's so hard not to, dude.
It's not like I really eat that bad. Like right now, I literally just went and got dinner. I'm having a chicken sandwich. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah.
I like to eat some things that are decently healthy. It's just that when I drink something, I just crave something with sugar in it. Always. And it's just always been that way, especially because like when I was a kid, my house was always filled with soda.
Yes.
Especially because there were so many of us.
There you go.
You know, there was 5 kids, my parents. Okay, eventually, you know, once everyone was like, you know, in their teens, someone always had friends over. Okay, because there were so many of us, someone always had people there. So my parents always had a lot of soda in the house. So like, I don't know. I guess since I was raised so much around it.
Yeah,
it's like part of my life.
So
Takes me back.
like growing up, like we always had soda in the house. My grandparents always had soda in the house. You know, they still do, but
Yeah.
like so it's like, all right, if I go to grandma's, it's like I'm not having one soda, I'm having like four.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Plus, with my family, I know you know this, Tony.
Hmm.
Like we always have a lot of Red Bull in the house.
Definitely, yes.
Like I think I sent you the Snapchat of the Red Bull fridge we now have, which is like on any given day, I would say that we have at least 500 cans of Red Bull in my house.
I would say that's definitely true. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of Red Bull in there, and it's hard to resist sometimes. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to kick sugary drinks. Even like I've been trying, like my policy has been if I have a soda, I can have one on Friday nights and one on Monday nights. That's it.
That's actually a really good way to like balance that out. I like that.
Yes. Because, well, one is like Friday because I don't have class that day. That's my chill day. That's my like bullshit day. And Monday because that's when I'm stressing because I have all my classes on Tuesday. And I'm like, fuck, I need to do all the work that I procrastinated and didn't do. So then I cram, and the soda is the one thing keeping me happy
There you go.
for a couple hours.
You need like the kick.
Yeah, I need something to keep me going.
Have you ever been like a coffee person?
Yes.
Okay.
So especially when I was in high school, I drank at least 2 cups of coffee a day.
Oh, okay. That'll also not help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I said, I like sugary drinks. My coffee was loaded with bad shit for me.
Nice.
Like I would put, so my go-to, always put caramel in my coffee.
That sounds delicious.
Always.
Yeah.
Caramel is the #1 thing you can add to spice up your coffee.
Ooh.
Okay? And so I would, especially my junior year of high school, because my junior year of high school was my first year in public school, like public high school.
Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
that first year, because at private school I took so many extra classes, because just the way it worked out. My junior year I was able to come in late to school, so I didn't have to go in. My first class didn't start till 10:03. My
That
junior
sounds
year.
so nice.
It was fantastic. But the counterbalance was I woke up later. I was always tired when I woke up.
User
And
joined your
I
channel.
would always have a cup of coffee before I left the house, and then I would keep a cup of coffee in like a travel mug.
So
When
you
I got to
just
school,
loaded
so I
up
would
on
drink one
coffee.
during my first period of school.
Hi, Kyle.
What's up, Kyle? We're talking about dieting
Fine.
and losing weight and shit that's bad for you. I know you have a lot of experience
that.
there, XD.
Actually, I used to be in incredible shape.
Uh
Until I
huh.
fucked
And
my
then
leg
the
up.
last
Yeah.
time I talked to you, you ordered an entire family platter from a restaurant for
That's
yourself
because I'm
for
not
dinner.
anorexic anymore. Fucking chance. Thanks.
What'd you say? You're not
This is
anorexic?
not anorexic
Were
anymore,
you
yeah.
anorexic? Were you actually?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry now. Now you make me seem like an asshole. See? I hope
Um,
you
It's
know.
okay. It's been many years since then. It's fine.
Before, when I said that I was going to message Brecken, by the way, I actually did. I said,
Aw.
hello there, Branda. She just responded and said, wow, rude. What's up, Chancey?
Oh, chance. Guess what?
What?
I am also gay and vape now.
yes.
I am not gay at all.
But I meant the vape.
He
thing.
said he's getting a vape. I heard gay too.
I have a vape actually.
Yeah, sorry, he has a vape. I don't know why, Kyle. It sounded like you said gaying a vape.
I
I-
heard gay and vape. As in, like,
That's
I'm
not
gay
fair.
and I vape.
Oh.
Well, yeah, they're the same thing.
You know,
homophobes
I feel like some people, you know, like sucking on a vape, sucking on a dick, you know, they're, you know, I
That's
just,
just hand in hand.
yeah, I feel like these skills could go hand in hand.
And this one tastes like strawberries.
Some
and it's
people,
delicious.
like,
Oh, hold
who
on,
are
let me get the
smarter,
strawberry flavor.
call that, like, an
Okay.
oral fixation, you know, I'm just saying.
Okay,
Like,
Two things. One, thank you for reminding me, Kyle. I just grabbed my strawberry flavor.
oh, wait,
Um,
okay,
two.
you both strawberries.
Two, I can confirm to you that sucking on a dick and sucking on a vape are two very different things.
I'm aware. Yeah,
Yeah, you know from experience, I know.
correct. Remember when you were gay? I was still gay.
It was a wild, wet summer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, that is completely fair. But Chance was gay, I would argue that Kyle was still more gay.
Much more homosexual.
Yeah. That's definitely fair. All you have to do is mention Greg, really, and then it just kind of gets set off.
Yeah, there's not.
Yeah.
I have not had a cigarette in exactly 7 days.
I'm proud of you, Kyle.
Yep.
Yay!
So
I'm so proud that you're not. Kyle, did I tell you about like
That you're not
my one
yourself?
friend who got a vape to stop smoking?
Jordan,
And then just did both?
No, so yeah, that's I was gonna say it wasn't Jordan because I guess did Jordan do that too?
kinda.
Okay, but like our friend we had, he got a vape. He was like, "I'm gonna stop smoking," and then instead of stopping smoking, he now smokes technically twice as much because he didn't decrease his cigarettes,
I was
but now
gonna
he's
say-
also smoking like a nicotine vape, so he's just doing more damage now.
I didn't actually mean to quit though. Like I literally just wanted to like cut back a little bit.
It's like my dad, okay, he
Yep.
started using like an e-cig at one point. He stopped now. But he started using an e-cig because we had finally had enough of him smoking inside the house. And we were like,
Oh, that's the worst.
yes, I know, it's horrid. It's the worst thing. Anyways, he would always smoke inside the house. We were like, finally like, you're not allowed to. We are going to fucking punch you every time you smoke in the house. And shit like that. So he started only being allowed to smoke outside. And then he was like, I'm quitting, so I'm just going to start using an e-cig, okay, to help me quit. So what he started to do was he would still go outside at the same times every day, like 50 times a day to have a cigarette. He was
Yep.
smoking the same amount a day, which was over 2 packs.
Jesus.
Okay, he smokes a day.
User joined your
So he
channel.
was
That's a
smoking
lot.
like over 50 cigarettes a
Hey,
day.
Ryan.
Okay. But now, because he didn't have to go outside, like, he still had to go outside for the cigarettes, but when he was inside sitting on the couch, he would puff on the e-cig nonstop. So, like, he just, like, quadrupled his nicotine intake for the day.
Yeah, I totally have way more Nick now. As well.
Yeah, because you don't have to go outside.
Hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
Especially when you're in fucking Canada and it's, like, 3 degrees.
I was gonna say that like that's got to be really easy to like change your habit. It's like, wait, I can get nicotine and not be cold. Fuck yeah.
Well, 'cause I'm sure there have been times in your life, Kyle, where you've been like, I want a cigarette, but it's also really fucking cold out, or something like
Not
that.
once has that stopped me.
Are you kidding me? Never.
Correct. Never.
Dude, he's
Really?
a Canadian. Like, the
Interesting.
cold doesn't bother
I mean,
him.
Yeah,
I
no.
guess.
Brian
I'm
does
just-
have a valid point
like,
here.
I'm putting it into a perspective of like, if I was in Canada and I was a smoker,
There are a
You
lot of
know?
people who it stops, yes. I just have to not be one of them.
I was going to say, if I was a smoker and you moved me to Canada, I would not
Now,
smoke ever
Putting
again.
pants on has stopped me before. I don't
like-
want to put pants on.
okay, still though. Like,
But yes.
because like with my mom, okay, obviously she smokes. She only smokes outside, and she, like she's obviously used to the weather here, but still, once it gets cold, she smokes a lot less. Like she already like, at least compared to my dad, it doesn't never really smoke that much. Like at her height, she would smoke like 7 cigarettes a day, you know, something like that. But like now she usually during the summer smokes like 4 cigarettes a day, but once the winter comes, she smokes like 1 or 2 because she just doesn't want to get put on a jacket to go outside, you know, and stand outside for 5 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Yeah. And she doesn't like vape or anything. She was just like, I'm too cold. I'm too old and too cold.
I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
That classic too old and too cold combination.
That's why you stop doing a lot of things. Too old, too cold.
Honestly, probably would get me to stop doing a lot of things.
That you're too old?
Or too cold.
I would say a lot of the things nowadays for me are too old.
It depends what you mean. If you're talking about Fortnite, yeah, I'm probably too old for that. I'm being honest with you.
Like Fortnite, we like Fortnite.
Honestly, though, I think I played like a game of Fortnite with I think Ryan. I think you and Steve maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, we played it because Ben, one of our college
Ah,
mates,
it was-
didn't have
yeah, that's
anything
it.
else, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna say, and then I'm like, not really my thing. But
Yeah, for the record, the only reason I would play was because of Ares.
that completely
Because
fair.
that was the only game that she had at the time that we could play at the same time, because it was the only game that she had that was cross-platform. And she didn't have, like, a computer that could run any games. So she had it on, like, her PlayStation. And I play on my PC.
Not even
So-
once.
What? You never played it
Not
once?
even. Not even once.
I respect
Like,
that.
I respected it, but at the same time, I don't think you have the same license to shit on it if you never even tried it.
Good.
I was like-
beer.
It is really fucking bad. Like, it's a horrible game. I'm glad I tried it before I said it was a horrible game.
That is true. Like, and like it's not a good game to me, but like I also do understand why people like it. It's, it was born in the like battle royale like craze, so
Yeah.
I still always thought PUBG was way better of a game, but
I never played PUBG.
honestly, it to me, I really liked PUBG, but Fortnite never
I
made
heard
me
it
want
was
to play
great,
again.
But like the whole genre in general wasn't appealing to me. So I was like, yeah, PUBG seems like fun, but I'd
User
probably
joined
get
your
bored real
channel.
quick, you know?
Cool.
PUBG was just a fucking copy of
Hi,
the
Nick.
Arma 3 mod.
So,
That's true.
Stupid.
I got a question.
Oh, I might
What's
have an answer.
So we're in the podcast right now, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So that means I get my check mark, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool.
You can
The
leave
tally
now.
mark.
All right, bye guys.
Oh, you
User
fuck.
left your channel. User joined your channel.
I'm like, he's gonna leave, isn't he?
Shit.
It's like what Sky used to do, so he wouldn't lose his spot when he would come in and he would
Correct.
be on the podcast for about 5-6 minutes.
He literally
you
just
leave.
wanted to stay ahead of me. That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it was.
Yeah, it was 100% just that.
Is Kyle ahead of Sky?
Kyle's way
That's
ahead
good,
of
though.
Sky
Okay.
now, yeah.
I figured.
Maybe not, like, when I say way, I don't, you know what I mean.
It's gonna be like 5, but like,
Yeah.
you know what?
That's still a good amount.
Well, for, like, him being behind Sky for the longest time, you know.
Yeah, and plus the fact
Yeah.
that like, I feel like it's rare when Kyle's not on.
That's,
Yes,
yeah.
So
honestly.
like, it's almost impossible for Sky to catch up.
Like,
because he was
honestly,
on every episode.
like, obviously Nathan's not here right now, but, like, I don't think anyone, like, is
Yeah,
gonna
like,
ever
Nathan's
catch
obviously a
Nathan,
staple.
you know.
Yeah.
Because Nathan has been coming on the podcast basically every week since, like, episode, like, 16.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, so it's like, oh, shit. We on 320 tonight, boys, like,
I
it's
like to think
100
that,
away from being a Magic episode.
I like to think I'm on the perfect amount of episodes. Like, I'm just sprinkled in here and there
Yeah.
to keep people attracted. I'm sure, one day I'm going to have to go through every episode of the podcast and see what the statistical difference is between episodes that I'm on and not on in terms of viewership. Because I'm sure episodes that I'm on probably
Oh
have,
my
like, at
God.
least a 15% spike in viewership.
Interesting.
And I'm sure mine have at least a 15% deficit.
Interesting.
People just kill themselves when I'm here.
Ah,
you say?
so
You know,
100% deficit.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a deficit, yeah.
It sounds like 100% Armello.
What is, so you guys were talking about that before. I have no
They've
idea
been
what
playing it a shit ton.
what is it though?
Okay, Armello is essentially
A board game.
Yeah, it's a board game,
Ooh.
just online. And the entire point of it is you are one of the various animal clans in a kingdom run by a lion. But the lion has turned corrupt.
Not a corrupt
And
line.
so the corrupt king lion,
My worst nightmare.
Scar,
is-
yeah.
he's sort of ruining the kingdom. So as one of the 4 players, you're gonna go, all right, well, what are we gonna do about this? So you're gonna go run around and either cleanse him to become the next king, straight up kill the man to become the next king, let him die of his poisonous corruption and just win through the prestige of the people, and the people will name you king. Or you can become more evil than him and become the next corrupt king.
Okay. Alright, I'm liking it.
That's the entire premise of the game.
So it's basically whoever becomes king first wins.
This description made it sound much more appealing than the trailer that I watched.
Yeah. Well, see, the whole thing is based off of dice and certain values. So you have 4 values that you really care about, which is fighting, health, wits, which is your card hand limit, and spirit. And for certain things, like if you run into a trap card, we're going to call them trap cards because it's a lot easier to get your mind around.
Okay.
You have to use wits or spirit, like those values, for dice rolls. So if you only have 2 spirit, you get 2 dice rolls to match like 3 or 4 dice symbols to complete the trap. You can either escape the trap or fail the trap. The worse you are, the harder it is, or impossible.
Oh.
And so when you're fighting, obviously your fight stat matters a lot. Mostly because everybody's a real mean person and fights you all the time.
This almost like to me like vaguely sounds like board game Civilization a little bit. I don't like just like
Okay, I think that's how Steve described it last night, and it's not because you're just using one hero to control.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just using one hero to move around the map.
The part of the game that to me that sounded like Civ was like the different victory kind of conditions. I guess like kind of reminded me of like if you were to get like I don't know like a religious victory like in Civ.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But no, it sounds good. Yeah. And what is it called again?
Armello.
Armello.
It's
That also has
actually
a
on
fun
one of
name.
the Humble Bundles right now.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. You could get it for a little less than $7.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, we're doing a really great product placement here.
We really so
It almost-
this episode has been brought to you by
Raid Shadow Legends.
Right.
If only.
Yeah, right. Like if we were
And
to
Armello.
see, it's like as much as Raid Shadow Legends is a meme. It's like if they ever approached me and were like, "Hey, could you do like an ad read and we give you money?" I'd be like, "Yeah."
Oh, no,
Yeah, but we'd have
you
to
totally
do it like
do.
we just
Take
talked
it.
about Armello.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that is much more entertaining and natural. Like, when I see an ad read, like, about to happen, because you can usually tell when they're about
Yeah.
to happen if I'm watching a YouTube video, I skip ahead.
100%
I
of the
never
time,
watch
yeah.
them. You know? I don't know. I feel like if it was natural like that, I would be kind of entertained and, like, think it was clever. And I would
Yeah.
watch through it.
Dude,
Because it's at least entertaining.
I legit have an extension on Firefox right now that when it says, like, this video has been sponsored by, it literally skips it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I-
amazing. I didn't know like shit like that even existed.
Oh,
That's so
Yeah, I
cool.
saw that on Chrome for a little while, and then Chrome got a little angry.
That is actually amazing.
It was, and I think we were watching, me, Steve, and Nick were all watching something on, like, the shared YouTube thing that you could do.
Yeah.
And it kept skipping, like, an advertisement in the Cursed Halo, like, the video. Like, he got sponsored by this water bottle group, but we actually wanted to watch it because what he did, he got bored and actually put the water bottle in the Halo game.
So it's part of the mod.
That's
It's
actually really good.
And it
That's
gives you
quality.
shields back.
But it kept skipping it when we were watching it. They're like, "What's going on?" I'm like, Sorry, that's me."
My bad.
bad.
How long did it take you to like to catch on though? That's why that was happening.
Like when it happened twice, I'm like,
Okay.
"Okay, now you know what? Like this is not a coincidence."
I feel like that's an adequate number of times to be like, something ain't right here.
Yeah, looks at browser. See, because I didn't think it would work on a platform like that because I thought it was only like native YouTube. But apparently, since it is technically still native YouTube and just being, shared and it's sort of like a web view situation, it did work.
That's
Because
cool.
It's the same link.
Yeah. That is pretty cool. I'll be honest.
So,
That has been my TED Talk.
Yeah.
yes. Welcome to Ryan's TED Talk.
I
The
was
other thing
I was
that I
clapping,
wanted to
but my mic wasn't picking up, so I just want you to know.
That's big F.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to mention before stepping away from Armello was there are spell cards to play, item cards to equipped, and followers to equipped.
Ooh.
So it's not just dice rolls, it's also stuff that gives you more dice for your dice rolls or changes stuff so that you screw over your enemy or gives you more health or something. But, like, there's gives and takes for all of the things.
I legit thought you were gonna say give you more dice for your dice.
Well, that's when you talk about rot. I have not talked about. Do you want me to talk about Rodney?
Who's Rodney?
Yes.
Rot.
Oh, Rotney?
Rot. R-O-T.
Oh, just Rot. Why am I thinking there's a knee at the end of this?
I mean, no.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes I'm just a fucking retard, you know what
Stop
I'm saying?
thinking about knees, bro.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
you
I
have a
can't
fucking
I
knee
can't help
fetish,
it.
bro?
You know?
All right, you mentioned knees, but someone on Reddit had put up an unpopular picture.
Yeah, I
It was
actually saw that.
Knees are hotter than fucking boobs.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw that too, and I'm like, ooh, hard take? No.
The first comment was like, alright, so what do good knees look like?
Yeah, it's like how, like, what, like, is
Yeah,
a
how do you
good
judge a
set
knee?
of knees,
What
you know?
constitutes good knees?
You got a
like,
good set of knees on you, girl.
And, like, so what I'm thinking, though, is, like, can you be knee gay? You know what I'm saying?
Only,
like,
guys'
ah,
knees.
shit.
yeah, like, you're
you
only
chicks
into...
sexually, but the knees on guys are just hotter than
Yeah,
the
that's,
women.
you know, there's a
I mean,
lot
you
of
can do that
unexplored
with
territory.
Abs are pretty easy to do that with.
That is true. He's got a
Abs.
point here.
Yikes.
He does have
I
a
mean,
point.
And
I think
biceps.
chicks that have abs, it's kind of unappealing to me.
It's
Damn.
scary.
Yeah, I
I
feel
want-
like maybe it just threatens my fragile masculinity. I don't know.
I don't know.
I couldn't tell you why, but it's kind of threatening and scary.
Honestly, women with muscular thighs, I just want to put my head in between them.
Oh man.
Honestly,
with your glorious
Yeah, honestly,
thighs,
same. I want them to like pop my head like a grape. with their thighs.
please. Just do it.
Okay.
You know, y'all see those videos of like the fucking rubber band on the watermelon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that and me.
You want that to happen? to her and her
Yeah.
thigh.
Do it. And my fucking life.
Oh man, that's next level. That's actually great. I
Getting-
applaud everything that just happened.
I'm getting such a headache from this conversation because it is so mind-numbing.
You're mind-numbing. I don't mean it. I really
I was
But
gonna
like
say.
we're using it.
don't.
What?
Yep.
Not like you were using it? Yeah. Look who's
Your head.
talking.
Yeah, you heard me, bitch.
Look who's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is looking. He has
Yeah,
a mirror
yeah.
right there.
Shit,
Yeah.
we're both talking.
Damn straight.
Damn gay.
I love that. It's like, look who's talking. Wait, you're both having a conversation right
But-
now.
That's how a conversation
You were talking
works,
too.
dumbass.
You were talking too, Tony. so
Yeah,
you're
no,
awesome.
of course I'm a retard. We don't have to talk about it.
User
though, you know
joined
what
your
I'm saying?
channel.
Huh?
On the podcast now.
Hello, Steph.
All right, give him the check mark.
Check
Steve,
mark.
you can leave now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, that's
Is
it.
that Steve?
That is one
Steve.
spicy Steve.
Whenever Steve joins the chat, I just think Steve from Cloud
Oh, no.
with a Chance of Meatball.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
what is with you people?
It is adorable little monkey. All right, like he has a voice box.
We
Nicole
should have a
has
serious
infected him.
conversation here.
Nicole has
Steve.
affected it.
Yeah,
Steve.
Nicole was the one who came up with that first.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a serious topic here, guys. Steve,
What?
can you please explain to us why you think kissing your homies goodnight is unacceptable?
Yeah, what the fuck, Steve?
Yeah, fuck
Now.
you,
Steve, I'm gonna just say this, and like, you know, I
Yeah.
appreciate you, but I think you're a bit homophobic.
Boy, what the fuck? Are you
Even though there's
making
nothing,
homies goodnight?
there's nothing gay about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just making
mean-
homies feel like welcome. Like, we love you, man. And everything's gonna be okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't do it. I
Also,
never said you can't
side
do
note-
it. I said I don't do it.
Side note, Tony,
What's up?
your girlfriend just called me gay for saying that I hope she feels better and that I miss her on the podcast. So, you know what? I'm mad at her now.
That
I
was
tried
quick.
to be nice. I'm like, hey, I heard you aren't feeling good. I'm sorry. Hope you feel better. I miss you on the podcast. And she said, aw, but that's gay.
Wait, Brecken is sick?
Yeah, she's not feeling well.
Is she broken now?
What?
She
pun?
she would stab you for that. I hope you know. Oh man.
Dear Lord.
Actually confused octopus.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna go with like a unifiers joke, but okay.
No.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not doing anything racist. I was just going for a bad pun.
Yeah.
It, like,
Hard to
You
tell
should be
these days.
punished.
What?
Difference between racism and just bad jokes. That was a joke for the record.
The
It's easy to
South
tell.
Pole Rising again? Question mark?
No,
the South
stop.
can rise?
That joke's too far.
Is it?
I thought the South couldn't get out of the freaking
The
Target
motorized
wheel,
scooters.
wheel carts because they ate too much sweet tea and
You
whatever
don't
the
eat
fuck
sweet
that.
tea, you drink it.
Not with
Oh
that
no,
fucking
you eat it. It's
attitude.
viscous.
Viscous.
as fuck.
Y'all ever put so much sugar in your fucking sweet tea it becomes Jello?
What the fuck?
Right.
Back down home in Louisiana, that's what we do every day.
Ryan knows what I'm talking about.
People are fucking weird.
You're just not American enough to understand. Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Not
you
even
just...
allowed in America.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kyle tried getting in here, and they just said, you're gonna steal our gerbs.
Kyle, that's why. Because
You
you,
just don't like
understand.
freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's why.
You're not American,
Yeah.
so you obviously hate freedom, or else you'd want to come here.
That's America. Yeah.
I mean,
Clearly free and doesn't have. Yeah.
Bless
Never mind.
Bless you,
Kyle,
whoever
but,
sneezed.
would you happen to be an enemy of the state?
Apparently, I'm on a
Excellent.
list.
If you're an enemy of the U.S., you know you're doing something right.
I am a list.
I think that that was worded better, yeah.
You're on a list?
Yeah.
What list?
Some kind of blacklist for flying
No,
there.
he's on Dizzy Kitten's subscriber list, dog.
That too, actually.
I think you mean St. Peach.
No, I am not on St. Peter's. I am on Dizzy
Wow, I'm
Are you
actually
kidding me?
surprised. I don't know why I'm actually
He's
surprised.
he's on Belle Delphine's Patreon subscriber list.
Ooh.
On her mailing list.
I don't know who that is.
Belle Delphine.
Bath.
She was a bathwater
Bathwater
person.
girl?
Oh, okay.
Bathwater.
Yeah, gamer bathwater.
Wait, do you not know about this, Nick?
No.
Have you not seen
Oh god,
this?
Nick Wait, okay. Nick lives in a better world than we do. We don't have to bring him here.
Okay,
We honestly
she was
should
this
have. Oh
e-girl.
god.
So Belle
Alright,
Delphine
we're
was
doing
this e-girl cosplayer, and part of her disgustingness was that she sold her bathwater
Excuse me, I need to go
to make
throw up
money.
for probably
It was
the
like
100th
20
time.
bucks for like a tiny thing of bathwater.
And
And it
You guys
sold
see?
out. And it
Yeah.
actually
Yeah,
sold out.
I forget who it was. I think it was like Pyrocynical or some shit like that. Purchased it like afterwards, like someone had put it on eBay, and he bought it for like a shit ton of money, and then tried to vape it. Oh wait,
I
no,
think
no.
I saw that.
Actually, no. He made a different. He made just like a video making fun of it. Someone else tried to vape it, I think.
that's really funny.
Or I think he
There
tried
were
to drink it.
there were
I
people
think
who
Pyrocynical
drank
tried to
it. There were
drink
people who cooked with it. There were people
My
that
favorite
like
was the vaping it though.
God, like.
I just.
And then I think someone like tested it or something and tried suing her because there wasn't like any traces of her in it, or some
Ooh,
weird fucking
Or traces
creepy
of
shit.
soap or anything like
Yeah,
that.
like it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, God.
it's creepy, dog. Like
This
I
shit just dirty water.
yeah. It's
Wait,
like
there's no soap. This is dirty bathwater.
I want my fucking money back, bitch.
Who does she think she is?
Yeah. I spent my hard-earned money to buy some e-girl's fucking bathwater and all I get is
Yeah.
dirty water.
That
You know,
whole
she
thing
got-
was
she
just
got,
a
like, banned
fucking
off
mess.
Instagram.
it was really bad, yeah.
Yeah, like-
honestly, the world's a better place. Let's be honest.
I'm saying Nick lived in a
I-
better world, and I think we just
Yeah.
brought him here, and we didn't
Yeah.
we didn't have to. Nick,
Yeah.
I want to point out that I was trying to not bring you into this part of the world. You know, I just want Nick to know
mean-
I was thinking of his safety.
Yeah, Nick, I'm sorry we had to tell you about that, but...
Hey guys, we witnessed Nick's loss of innocence.
Not again.
Ryan,
Oh.
you leave.
Oh, I forgot. I have to talk about this too. So she also, because I remember this, she posted on Instagram saying that she was gonna make a Pornhub account if it got a 1 million likes, her photo. So like,
Oh my
it got
God.
1 million likes pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
And then she finally made a Pornhub account and posted a couple videos, and they were just all trolls. Like one of them was like, Belle Delphine strokes 2 big cocks, and it was literally like her in bed petting 2 chickens.
Good.
I mean, I can't. That's pretty.
Like she was.
I appreciate that actually.
Yeah,
But she posted like a couple just like troll videos and shit, and it was really fucking funny.
legendary.
Here we go. I just googled it and I found on Wikipedia.
People are fucking
Someone,
weird.
Harry Hill of Mashable commented that arguably the best video, PewDiePie goes all the way inside Belle Delphine, is a minute-long clip of a cat ear-clad Belle Delphine eating a picture of YouTuber PewDiePie winking throughout.
It's a bit weird, yeah, I'll be honest.
Ah, who was that? Kyle?
No.
That's right?
Oh god. I guess she was nominated for a Pornhub award.
What?
Alright,
You
so
know what? I'm okay with
They
this.
have those?
I'm with Steve, but like, they fucking have Pornhub awards? Like, is it like Pornhub Oscars? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
I guess in December, Pornhub released their annual statistics report, which included Belle Delphine as the most searched celebrity in 2019. Belle Delphine was also the 4th most searched term in general during the year.
Can I just say, I want to fucking die.
yeah, same. Like, what the fuck? What is happening, guys?
Honestly, just end my suffering. Like,
Yeah.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too. Just take me out, Chief. I don't need this.
Yep.
And
Can you guys still hear the printer? Or...
only when
Little
you
bit.
talk.
Okay.
So it's
So
not
don't
like a
fucking talk.
No, and it's not all the time when you talk either.
Yeah.
It's just
Sometimes
occasionally.
you feel like,
Yeah.
"Ew!"
Did I fucking stutter?
Did I fucking stutter?
Well, I hate to tell you.
But spit it out, Junior.
Hey, did I ever send you guys somebody playing music on a 3D printer?
I don't.
Yes, actually.
I don't actually think I saw it. To be fair.
Oh, it's pretty good. Let me see if I can find the Doom theme played on a 3D printer.
Jesus, that does sound funny. I'm
For
a
ya?
fan.
Uh-oh. Or will that be monetized, you think?
I might listen to it after the podcast,
Okay, that's
but
fair.
I definitely am gonna check it out because that sounds lovely. Like, to me, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it's fucking great. Oh, no, this one's not very good.
I was gonna say, like, where is our like standard to like not accepting music on a 3D printer? Like, honestly, like my expectations aren't that high, so like,
I can never be disappointed.
yeah, right. Like, that's how it is a mindset in life. I know we call that pessimistic, but like, you like if something good happens, you're like, hey, that's a nice surprise. Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
So.
So for you people who were playing that game, it is 8 p.m. Just to
Toy.
make you aware.
Yeah, Miguel
Oh,
isn't here.
Miguel's not here though.
Miguel
Oh,
is
he
here.
is.
Oh,
Well,
don't tell him.
you really don't want to play, Nick, huh?
No, I just want to delay it.
Why?
Because I want to.
That's
'Cause
coming
Nick's
from the
having
person
fun.
that said we can't start it too late. He was the one that wanted to start it earlier, and now he said,
Yeah,
well,
I
I'm
think
doing it.
I think you're accidentally finding out his strategy of delaying it so much that it's like, oh shit, I can't play now, guys. We delayed it too long.
I feel like that's the point.
You know,
Steve, I love the video.
Yeah, it's great.
I
isn't
really
it?
want to watch it.
I mean, I doubt it's copyrighted.
You know what?
because
Fuck
the remix-
YouTube hates me anyway,
Yeah.
so why do I care? Where did you
YouTube hates
wait? Where
everyone.
did you post it?
Oh shit. Oh right, you don't have access to that.
No. Okay,
There
thank
you
you.
Yeah, Sorry, I forgot. TeamSpeak 5 client doesn't have the what's it integrated yet? You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
like the server-wide messages, I think, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't?
No.
It doesn't have server-wide messages yet. Yeah, it's really weird, and it needs to come back.
That
I
is
think
kind
they're
of
probably
odd.
working on integrating multiple server-wide
User
channels.
disconnected from your channel.
Oh. Bye.
Who left us?
Ryan.
I was
Ryan left us. Ryan probably timed out, maybe.
It said he
No,
disconnected.
disconnected.
No, he pressed the
User
back.
joined your
you hit
channel.
the wrong-
Using too much. I've been using too much fucking Skype.
Okay, that's gonna.
Why do you use
Pull the
Skype?
Henry.
Skype for business. That's what I use at work.
Bro,
Pull the Henry.
that's sad.
Yikes.
Oh, so Henry does do that a lot, doesn't he?
I'm
Henry
trying to
used
convince
to.
my
Yeah.
team to go to Microsoft Teams, but no one wants to listen to me.
That's because both are a shitty option. It's okay.
It's
Kyle, what do you guys use?
Doom and WebEx.
You should say that a professional in Canada suggested that.
As a professional across the tech industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Zoom or WebEx, yeah.
Yeah, a tech industry consultant from Canada.
Canada.
I pulled that one before at work. It's pretty great. When Sheldon recommended me something.
Yeah. If you said that, if I was your boss and you said that to me,
Yeah.
I would think that you are really stupid, and I would just have like clips of Donald Trump in my head when he's like, "My son Barron, he's so smart with the computers. He's like a wizard with them."
Did he actually?
No,
Did
no.
he actually say that?
Yeah, he was saying something about how he's like so smart with computers, which means like he probably just knows how to like open Internet Explorer
Well,
for his dad.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Swear to
no.
God.
I would believe that Barron Trump is actually a really smart kid.
Why?
Because
Because
hear
he's
me
probably
out.
autistic.
Have you seen who Trump's grandfather is?
No, why?
Trump's grandfather. Do you know what a Van de Graaff generator is?
No.
No.
Uh,
Does anyone?
No.
Well, I ain't that fucking smart.
That's just say
You
like,
know this?
Steve, know the room, man. We none of us know that.
Like I know his name and I know he's German, but that's all I know.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on. Oh, wait.
Tja. Buns and thighs.
Oh.
Frederick Trump. Yeah, here he is.
Yeah.
Frederick Trump.
Frederick.
What did he invented? I think he invented the Van de Graaff generator.
So what is
I
that,
don't know what
by
that
the
is.
way?
Like, I'm so lost here.
We're a little in the dark.
I need to pull up. Was 16 when?
Van de Graaff generator?
No, it might have been the other grandfather.
I don't fucking know. I couldn't tell you.
I was gonna say, like, Steve, you're our only hope for this, man. Like,
I've never heard of this.
Might have been his great grandfather.
Either way, who cares?
John G. Trump, Donald Trump's great grandfather, was a physicist.
That's quite different than his great grandson.
Let's see. Six grandchildren. Trump's.
Yeah, but intellect
Yeah.
is not something that's
Sorry,
determined by
it's
that.
his nephew. Donald Trump's his nephew. So,
Okay, I'm confused. Anyways,
basically what I'm saying is,
there are smart people in the family.
Yeah, there are smart people in the like, he could be a smart
Donald
kid.
Trump is just not one of them.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it passed a generation.
Yeah, so say maybe it skips like 3 generations or so.
Yeah,
So.
like, the guy was the only reason I know this is the guy was like a very famous physicist and electrical engineer, so kind of my field. But
Oh.
yeah.
Makes sense.
Anyway, Van de Graaff generator is that thing that you touch in like first grade and it makes your hair stand up.
Oh. Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the thing that has like the electric currents going through it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like everybody touches it in a circle and it makes a circuit, and then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. You all did that in first grade, right?
I don't actually know that I did, but
You missed out. It was fun.
meh.
Oh, that's a side note. Chance. I don't think Miguel wants to be in here. He's assuming that we're all focused on the podcast right now.
Probably can't join this.
Well, he just messaged me and said, "How long till you guys are done?"
Yeah.
But I mean, if you guys have a game to play, don't let us hold you up.
I'm gonna head all the way back up to Colon of Steel 4, the greatest Hearts of Iron channel. It's been real. It's been fun. I know your viewership is gonna skyrocket for the first however long this was, 45 minutes of the podcast.
Uh-huh.
If that's what I'm
User
on.
joined your channel.
So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's what I'm hearing.
it's been real. Is that actually Sky?
In an ambulance.
Hi.
In an ambulance?
Hi, Sky.
Hi. No, actually, this name is
Oh,
false.
right. I
don't
forgot
know
I
why
told
it's-
him to get on so he could get his
Liar.
check mark.
Sky and
Oh.
Weewoo.
God damn it.
Hey,
User left your channel.
I was gonna say, if Sky had left already, I was actually gonna cry.
guys, your PC working?
It's
My.
it's better. Like it's manageable, but
So it
there's still those
exists.
hiccups.
Got it.
Wait, the hiccups are still there?
Yeah, but it's
Then-
manageable now.
Remove more files. Delete everything on your SSD.
I think you need more RAM.
You might
That may be a
Actu-
thing, actually.
take a stick of RAM out. Take one of your sticks of RAM out. If that doesn't work, take the other one
I,
out.
I was joking. I didn't
can
know
have-
if that could possibly work.
Alright, they're bothering me, so I'm gonna go
All
as
right.
well.
See you, Nick. Thank you for coming on, buddy.
But Nick,
Bye.
Bye.
User left your channel.
motherfucker tells me to get on, and then leaves.
Okay, Sky, I missed
They're
you.
playing.
I miss
Hello,
you, Sky.
Miss you guys too.
They're
Bitch.
playing Hoi 4. You know?
Wait.
Hoi.
Boy.
Hoi.
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 Boy.
Hoi.
You guys already finished a Bogart?
Did you say something about Humphrey Bogart?
You guys already finished the podcast?
No, we're still on.
Oh.
Yeah?
This is what the podcast is, yeah.
Yeah, we broke it. It's fine.
That's what's the worst that could happen?
Riddle me this.
Maybe.
Why do you have an old picture of a TeamSpeak client from like 1990s?
You're one of the first people to notice that.
Wait.
If you
Can I?
if you tune into the stream, so stream software doesn't have the ability to pick up alpha or beta TeamSpeak yet that I'm using. So instead of like doing something else, I actually just put up an image of a random old TeamSpeak.
That's fucking funny. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. Why are there so many people? Why are they all muted?
Oh, Tony, I got you. Okay.
So wait, OBS doesn't do that for you?
Tony, there you go.
It
One of them
didn't-
is my subscriptions, and the other one's TeamSpeak client, by the way.
Oh,
But this is my subscription earlier. We're talking about it.
easy.
Alright. Hold on, I have to do this anyway, so...
What is he doing? The world may never know. Have you-
Tony, I am also the only one. Oh, now Sky's here. Okay, thank God I'm not alone. I was the only one in here that
What the
didn't
fuck
have
is that?
server admin.
Oh. Steve, thank you for Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate you.
Ah.
Good man. And yeah, I was gonna say, Kyle, for a hot moment, you were the only one in here without
Yeah.
admin.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is
Okay,
that
I'm not
picture?
offended.
That's a great picture. On the stream. So wait, you can't pick up TS5 now?
I assume it will fix itself eventually.
Okay.
But it just wouldn't when I tried recently.
I can, if you want, I can work with you on that.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Like I
Like-
honestly think that like once the client is like actually out, it will work. But
Yeah.
because for some reason I think that like it sounds stupid, but like the fact that it's not like out fully yet, that like OBS and stuff doesn't recognize it.
That's
It
not
might-
stupid. That's
Yeah.
probably what's
It might
happening.
be-
You know, I
that's
never
fine.
know, so I just say
Yeah.
things.
It might be that there's no signature on the software yet.
So that's what I wanted to say, but smart.
And that OBS doesn't like that for some reason.
That's probably it.
Anyway, I'll be right back, guys.
I will miss you.
Alright, Tony, I sent you the TeamSpeak picture. You can use. It's fine.
Oh, where did you send it?
Does it
Facebook.
have gay porn on it?
No.
Damn it. No,
I
I'm not
can
interested.
get you that if you want.
Yes. Cough, cough.
What? No, he means no. No way.
No, what? No. I. Oh.
Watch it over.
Eventually. Oh shit! There's your subscriptions.
Yeah, I meant to send that earlier. I just didn't press the enter key. I forgot.
Oh wow.
See? Dizzy Kitten and Tony, and then the guy who made my sculpture.
That's pretty rad. Oh yeah, and then there is just a standard Austin TeamSpeak right now image.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably switch it to that after the stream.
There's no gay porn showing up immediately for me. What kind of stuff are you into? Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I think he didn't double down on.
He doesn't want to leave it up to me.
Nah. It's true. We'll never know. Scott,
Hi.
how has everything been, my dude?
Stressful. Everything is. My God, I want to die. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed really. It's just like.
Yeah, okay. I was just say so.
Like
It's a
FaceTime.
status quo. I see. But are you so? Because you're back in school, obviously.
Yeah.
Are you still doing EMS stuff while you're in school?
Very much so.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
like 3 nights a night I'm there.
I don't want to click
Every
that,
week.
Kyle.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm
Fuck it,
now
let's do
clicking it.
I'm clicking it. A speed run.
Is it actually a speedrun?
Yes!
Is this something?
25 fucking minute speedrun of Ocarina of
Ah,
Time.
it's 1810. Okay, it's Cosmo's 1810 run.
What makes it fucking better is it's a fucking 27,000 views. And then, like, you just go to the top right, and then you just see hardcore hentai.
You know, same genre, some would argue.
Yeah.
I'm
Have you
sorry?
seen Ganondorf in
So
Ocarina of
if you
Time?
that links actually goes to like a fucking
It does go to
speedrun.
speedrun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
does.
On
why
Pornhub.
is it uploaded on Pornhub?
It's Steve.
Because
used to
it's a
have the
better
original.
video
Okay.
platform.
Okay,
but
hear me out. So there used to be the original video of that on there before
Yeah.
you did the commented one, and that was a world record Ocarina
Ah.
of Time speedrun. So clearly that's porn. That's just
I mean, that guy
pornography.
fucks. We all
Like,
know.
That's just straight pornography. Yep.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, a world record Ocarina of Time speedrun is a fucking thing of beauty.
Yeah. So I think it does belong there. Honestly.
like-
Yeah.
Like,
Tony,
I'd fuck it.
have you watched that?
No.
Like,
that actually
it's
sounds like
15 minutes.
actually sounds like it'd be fun to watch. though.
Yeah, give it a watch sometime.
Yeah.
15 minutes to be an Ocarina of Time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's
He's got nothing to do with this, honey.
All right. Fair.
So in the original video, by the way, at least the one on YouTube, I'm still in it.
Oh.
I was watching that guy for like 6 months,
The porn?
trying to get that record.
what
And
original
then,
video?
And like his actual one where he does it.
Was it on
the commented
Pornhub?
One. It was on Pornhub. Before.
So hear me out, Kyle.
I
And
was on Pornhub.
yeah, okay. Okay. All right, thank you. That's just what I was trying to get at. Yep. Very much so.
Hell yeah.
In name only. But you know what? It's okay.
You know, Kyle, like we don't
Judge
judge here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we all know you fuck. Like, yeah.
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 Kyle fucks.
Yeah, kind of fucks.
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
I believe
I
you.
know it.
Ah,
Ah,
okay. All right.
Alright, yeah.
I'm feeling it. Okay.
I'm really feeling
Yeah,
it.
I can tell.
I want to die.
I can also tell. Oh man. This is classic us wanting to kill ourselves, you know. It's
Hell
right
yeah.
right there, you know.
But don't you?
Yeah, that's why I said it's classic. Yeah.
Me too.
Oh no.
So like you guys know the song by Logic that like it's like the 1-800. Like,
Nope.
1-8-7-7.
All right, so he has a song about like suicide, and like the lyrics go like, "I just want to die," but then like eventually it switches to, "I don't even want to die anymore," and I'm like, "Ah, nah, all right, you lost me."
You had me in the first half.
Yeah, like the first half of the song, I'm like, yeah, relating. What do you mean you don't want to kill yourself anymore? Okay, that is not where I was listening to this song for.
I
fuck? I
didn't
didn't
come
sign
here
up for
for a
this.
quitter.
It's like, you fucking quitter.
It's like the other week, Tom's like, "Hey, you ever play this game?" I'm like, "Nah." He's like, "Oh, you really like it? It's a survival game." I'm like, "No, I hate those." He's like, "What do you mean? Why?" All you gotta do is, I'm like, "Yeah, the whole point of the game is to survive. I just want to go in there and die." Oh, okay.
What game, out of curiosity?
I don't even remember.
Hey, you know the game like Survive Together? No, die together.
That's the kind of game I want. Can we have death simulation?
Yes.
Death
It's called
Stranding.
Suicide Boxes. Thank you, Futurama.
Yes. I actually, it's a bit morbid, but I actually think like a VR death simulator would actually be a very interesting game.
Yeah.
If that's not already a thing.
What type of death?
Yes.
Exactly. It'll be all kinds.
Yeah, it's like you can put yourself in a bunch of scenarios. Like, depends how fucked up you want me to get here. Like, you can get hit by a bus, you can get hit by a train, you can be dying of
It can be the
cancer
first
laying
years
down,
game, but
you know.
actually just die.
Yeah. You could choke on a hot dog, you know. Like, we're just saying hot dog because we didn't want to say dick.
Also hot dog.
I'm sure streamers would love that, but like, I don't see much marketability other than that.
I'd play it.
It'd just be another, okay, so there already is VR games for Face Your Fears. It would just be that, but you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see no issue with
That's
this.
fine. Yeah.
Like, honestly, like,
Go make
let's
$2 million.
go.
Build the game. Oh.
Yeah, like, honestly, if I won the lottery, I would pay a game developer just to make this. It's like, I want a death simulator, please.
Go do it yourself. It's easy and fun.
Held a knife.
Yeah, you're
I
right.
have two.
Uh-huh.
How big should the knife be?
Yeah,
Old
do we
age.
have...
Oh my, wait, that could be actually a really funny game.
Because, like, you could die of, like, anything, right? Like, you could die
Yeah.
of old age. Like I was saying, you could die by, like, you could even do silly shit. You can die by, like, slipping on a banana and then falling into, like, a spike
We'll be
pit.
falling in the tub. But yeah, that'll
But the
work.
old age one just lasts for like 90 years.
Yeah, like, it just, you live every day. Like...
Yeah.
You have
you
the
ha-
VR, go to work.
You go to work in VR, you come home.
Yeah.
God, that'll just make me kill myself faster.
Exactly.
Correct.
And then, like, on the credits, you see... What is it? Who's that say that's sponsored by? Chance's Rope Company! What? Wait a second! What is it? Why is it saying if you want to experience this for real, contact 1-800-CHANCES Rope Company?
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, I'm sold.
It was all a marketing ploy. Huh.
Fucking it worked, too.
Yeah. It's like you have the noose in your hand. It's like, oh, wait, this was a marketing ploy?
As you're like,
Well,
dropping
yeah, well,
off the
shit.
rope. They got me again.
Oh no.
You go, you hate being a consumer.
It has to be like
You
a
hate
really
to see
low
it.
effort death simulator too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
Like, I want the train part to be coming from above you.
I want the train to just be a box.
Yeah.
I want it to be Thomas and Shane.
Oh, Thomas. I want it to be Thomas now. Yep.
What, like a stolen Thomas asset?
Yep.
Can I just,
Perfect.
like ripped from something?
can I
Exactly.
just be born dead?
Ripped from the
Oh.
Skyrim mod?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, so we could have, like, a part where it's just, like, a pregnant lady walking into, like, an abortion
Oh.
clinic.
It's just blackness. and then you die.
What's that metal poker?
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's a
man.
vacuum.
And it has to be like
Putting your
the
laundry away.
it has to be like the Half-Life death sound too.
Yes,
You know where
yep.
you know what I'm talking
Fully with this.
Hold on. Why not the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah, you know
I
what?
just wanted
Every-
oof. That's all
I would love every
Wilhelm
scream, no matter what, to end in Wilhelm scream.
Thank you.
It's like you die by, like, old age, Wilhelm scream. Like, even when it makes no sense, we just do it.
But like old age actually takes a real life 90 years to die
Yeah,
of.
exactly. Like,
Yeah.
you might die before the game ends.
Just like Reddit reminds me 90 years.
Yeah.
Homst is messaging me.
Homst?
Homstiv. Ah!
Ah.
The
Yeah.
fuck is them? Oh my god, is it just a large fucking...
I don't know.
Of course they had to add Star Wars. No, no surprise there.
I was gonna say, like, it's
All the Star Wars.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be mainly Star Wars.
Yeah, the 3 Star Wars movies, Indiana Jones. I forgot about Howard the Duck. Holy shit. That was a weird ass movie.
I think most people forgot about Howard the Duck. Because I've only heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh, okay. But it was a Batman, right?
I'm Batman.
I mean, I've honestly never seen Ryan and Batman in the same room. So
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
really can't argue with you. So
Get fucked.
yeah, I mean, that was the point, but you know,
Oh,
it's alright.
oh my.
Oh man. Oh man, oh boy, oh man, oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, no.
Oh no, no.
Oh god, I'm gonna go...
Like a
Again.
Goofy movie? Oh my god.
Wait, it was in a Goofy movie?
Yeah.
That's funny.
My friends, I'm just call it quits for now.
No.
Oh no.
But
But we'll,
Guy,
I might be
hold
back in
on.
like a couple
One more
hours
thing,
though.
Sky.
Nope,
Sky,
nope,
please.
nope, nope.
How's
No.
nothing going with the
User
girl?
disconnected from your channel.
What's up? What did he want to know?
How's going with the girl?
What girl?
Oh, alright. Scabby, fuck you,
Give
let's
us
go.
the deets.
What deeds? What do you mean?
About Sky?
Literally a girl he hasn't talked to, and he's had a
Oh.
crush on for like the last decade.
yeah.
Aw.
He's doing his best.
That's
Somebody get her email.
Oh boy. I don't know about that one.
Next on, there's a homicide.
Yeah. Oh man.
See, I figured he'd still be watching the stream, so I'd just say something to make him get back in here.
Scott, yeah, see, he did say Sky has no girl. Lamau, please don't dox my crush. Completely fair and reasonable, I'd argue.
Yeah, I just wanted to get him back in here for a second to fuck with him.
I feel like don't dox my crush is a legitimate concern. So, I will give him that.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah, but doxing's half the fun.
Oh, Sky, if you're still here, you know, Steve said it's half the fun, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, you might be gone.
What happened? Sorry.
We're just saying, Sky in chat said Sky has no girl, Lamau. Please don't
Oh.
dox my crush.
Only if you talk to her.
Oh. I see Kyle is throwing it back
No
at him.
talks if
Now,
Wait.
Sky, if you don't do it, we're gonna get her email and give it to Trebla.
Ooh, okay.
Alright.
Why would you do that to Sky? Or her?
Yeah, I'm more concerned for her safety.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Like, yikes, my dude.
What if she's a nice
Kidding, I
person?
love you, Treble.
Oh yeah, of course we love Trebla, but I can only imagine what he would do with the
With that sort of
with that kind of power too. You know, like he's got all of the power.
Oh, Tony, I showed Chris the random girl I found on YouTube last week that sings really well.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, fuck, she is good." I was like, "Yep." There you go.
They worked out, you know.
And she's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was saying, everything worked out.
Right.
Everything is going to be all right. So, I know that's not what we're doing, but what the game that they're playing? What is it? 'Cause I yet again have no idea. Is it Hearts of Iron 4? Yeah, like what kind of game is that?
It is a
Colon of
full
Steel. Okay. Sorry.
World War II simulation game.
Okay, I understand why it's up Miguel's alley.
Yeah.
Then, yeah,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he
It's
loves it.
like
It's made by the same group of people who made City Skylines. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
but
cool.
also the same group of people who made Stellaris and Europa Universalis 4.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
and all the previous ones as well.
So,
So if you're not like a fan of that kind of game,
It's-
then it's very like I don't know, menu
it's very
intensive.
much that kind of game, though. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
More the Europa or
Oh, it's 100% more Europa than anything else.
like than Cities. I mean,
Oh yeah, no,
Even.
I was just saying like those are the people who developed it. It's not
Yeah.
like City Skylines at all. It's just like
yeah.
it's made by what we, or at least what I would consider one of the best like game companies out there right now.
Paradox?
Yeah, yeah. Other than the DLC problem, they've been fucking awesome.
Paradox
they-
is. Oh,
Well, like I said, other than the amount of DLC that they make for their games, I think they make some fantastic games. You just don't like their fucking games, dude.
no, I just don't like reading,
Point. Case in
which is
point,
their
dude.
games. Reading is not a video game.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's
Reading the game.
suddenly it's like understands why like Steve does well. Like Steve, are you a big anime guy?
I do some anime stuff.
But I assume mostly dubbed then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
dub.
all dub
Only
only.
dub.
Yep. Okay. Just
Yeah.
Yeah. Putting the puzzle pieces together here, you know.
Yeah, I'm like fucking dyslexic.
Yeah, no, it does make sense, yeah. Yeah, it's like how we always talked about like they had to nerf you somehow.
Yeah.
Like Steve's a little too
Always
smart.
like.
Given like a solid 500 IQ, but it's like, all right, we're gonna make it that he can't read all the time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
Cause like, okay, so I guess it's always based off of like how severe dyslexia is, right? Cause like, is every sentence you look at wrong, or is it like every now and then?
Now, it's more I can't trust my eyes.
Okay.
So like, if I read something slow and methodical, right?
Mhm.
How do I put this? Like it'll work, right? Like, but like, let's say I read a speed limit sign. Once in a while, that speed limit sign will say 50 instead of 60, or 80 instead of 60, right? Or like random words will change. My dyslexia is really funny, has a great sense of humor. It changes words to be hysterical sometimes.
And
Yeah.
and Chris just said something in chat that I actually
What?
he said that I actually completed one subbed anime season. Damn you, Demon Slayer, for being so beautiful. Let me tell you, Demon Slayer was the most beautifully like designed anime like that I think I've ever seen. Like,
But-
top fucking tier, just like visually, like it was amazing, absolutely
some-
great. I don't know if there's a dub out for it yet. There might be.
Yeah, I watched it in English.
Okay, so there is a dub. But I
Okay.
watched it like as it was coming out, so I think we only could watch the sub. I don't know. Or maybe Brecken really liked the sub. You know, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
I just kind of go with the flow when it comes to that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah,
Do I
yeah,
get
I
banned for
gotcha.
linking in your chat?
I
Don't
I
link
mean,
it
I'll
in
put
chat.
Fucking TeamSpeak. It's fine.
yeah, I was going to say, put it in TeamSpeak, and I can copy whatever and put it in the chat, I'm pretty
It's
sure.
for Steve.
Oh, okay, never mind
I
then.
mean, I'm just going to obtain it with
And within legal parameters is what I'm hearing.
we'll
I
call
stream
it
things,
legal.
and therefore it's not illegal.
So Steve, if we just
Um,
claim things are legal, there's a good shot that people aren't
Yeah.
gonna like question us on it. So we're just gonna
Yeah,
go
it's-
with the punches.
It's legal. I'll obtain it legal.
Chris
I'll go,
Chris said Funimation only had it in subbed, so that's what he got. So.
I'll go buy a DVD. Yes, that's what people do.
Ah,
What do you mean? I stream everything. Streaming is perfectly legal.
It's just seeding it, which isn't legal.
Correct.
I mean, I'm not going to say I don't have a VPN.
NordVPN?
Actually, PIA on Chris's recommendation. Thank you,
Good,
Chris.
because Nord had leaks. So.
Oh yeah, no, Nord's trash.
Nord is trash, he says.
God, there goes all my sponsorship money.
I was gonna say, you sure you want to say this, man?
Shaking
Why am I
like
thermite?
a cup with
How
all
did this
coins in it.
It's like, we struggling out here. We're just doing our best.
This video is sponsored to you by Shadow VPN.
Tell no one.
Oh.
What? What happened? I blacked out again.
I just fucking muted my mic.
Oh man.
Right back.
I'll miss you. They said, or Chris said, PIA or PIA,
Yeah.
Raid VPN Legends. Oh God. That sounds horrifying. Absolutely
Goddamn.
horrifying. Yeah. What legal things do you use your VPN for, Steve?
Legal things.
Yeah, completely legal. I obviously am joking by
Yeah.
the legal term, but I mean, no, I'm not. Because could you
My-
theoretically use that to like get a game early?
You know, I will tell you off stream what I use my
Okay,
VPN for. How about
fair. But theoretically speaking,
Yeah.
if someone were to get a VPN or something and like Australia gets a game first,
Yeah.
theoretically could you get the game?
that? Depends if you have like an Australian Steam account or
Okay,
like.
all right, interesting.
um,
There's a Chris up there. I'm gonna snag.
Yeah.
User was moved to
And
your channel.
snagged.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Boy.
I wasn't ready. Let me turn off the podcast in the background.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I saw you up there and I got excited.
So, Chris, I
I'm
ordered many
I'm dealing
hard
with
drives.
memory stability issues, so that's why I wasn't gonna join.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully I don't crash, because I gave it way too much voltage, and that usually fixes things, right, Steve?
Why would you do that?
So, Tier 3 VPN security technical support. How could I help? I heard VPN questions.
Tony wants to know about some VPNs.
I was
Well-
just asking because I don't know how they really work.
All right, perfect. Let me get started with pretty simple. VPNs are not illegal. VPNs are used in more businesses than they are used by users generally, and it's basically just a way to, it's a virtual private network. So it's a way to, over the internet, stay within a private, secure network. It's most commonly used as a way to make it so that instead of your packets to whatever you're doing, whether it be watching your regular YouTube or weird stuff we can't talk about,
but we can, but
Um,
maybe we just shouldn't, you know?
let's not.
Yeah, okay.
It just allows the packets
man, my
leaving
script.
your house to not say, I'm going to weirdbiganime.titties.net. Instead,
Uh-huh.
the packets leaving your house say, I'm going to some weird server using IPsec or SSL in the US or in Poland or wherever you choose, and then the packets leaving their server will be, I'm going to bigtittyanimeBitches.net.
Aha.
So
Yeah,
this
I'm about to, like,
this
skip
means a
over
few
that.
things. One, the website that you're going to sees that, oh, you came from, oh, cool, you came from the Netherlands. we allow this content there, but we don't allow it to the Canadian and U.S. users because, not because we want to not allow it to the U.S. and Canadian users, but because there are content restrictions by, whether it be law, through like being a problem for the children, or whether it be by law because in Canada, we want you to be forced to watch a certain amount of Canadian content, even though Canada sucks at making content.
Degrassi.
Was
Exactly.
Degrassi made in Canada?
Yes, it was.
I did not know that. Makes sense because Drake is Canadian. Yeah.
So, another thing is a proxy will also do that last part. It will not do the standard part, correct?
Yeah, so a proxy pretty much just, instead of sending your traffic out directly to the website, you send your traffic to the proxy server and it does the request to the website. The difference being the proxy is generally specifically for web. It does the web request, but it doesn't do any of the rest of the packet, basically. And if it's not proxy over HTTPS or some other secure form, your ISP or whoever is between you and the proxy server can still see what you want to go to. Just the website can't. So that hides you from the website, but a bit better. Although sometimes proxy servers will still throw in X headers that tell the website exactly what you came from.
XFF, sorry.
So,
Yeah.
Tony, for your purposes, I guess what I'm saying is maybe a proxy would be better if you, say, wanted to watch Netflix from England, let's say.
Interesting. Hypothetically.
Netflix, because we deal with a lot of this stuff where I work, or I do by choice mostly. We probably don't. But Netflix is an interesting case. They do some really cool stuff, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's true.
So Netflix, one, blocks pretty much all VPN providers. Now, I can make a VPN between myself, and actually I'm working on one to be between myself and like Sheldon and Triton's house, so that I can access their internal websites and they can access my internal websites without any worry about information being public on the internet.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
VPNs don't always have to be, like, you don't have to buy a VPN. If you have two computers, you can VPN them together. It just won't accomplish much for most users. But VPN providers, Netflix has basically blocked all of their IP addresses. So if you hop through a VPN for any reason, my best example is I use PIA as well, Steve. That's why I usually recommend it. I've never had an issue. They don't keep any logs, and that's been proven in court multiple times. If I connect to Toronto, the content I get from Netflix is not going to be any different, but I can no longer connect to Netflix because they block that IP address in case someone's connecting from the US trying to get Canadian Netflix. So Netflix blocks most VPN providers' IPs if they use fairly consistent IPs. If you find a VPN provider that isn't blocked by Netflix, it's probably because they're switching their IPs or they haven't properly signed up their IPs and are not correctly registered in the I think it's the IPRED database.
PIA just let me into Netflix.
Nice. I mean, it's intermittent. I don't know what Netflix is doing these days, but I know for a while it was blocked and I gave up.
Okay.
Netflix is much better at stopping proxies.
Really?
Because I know for a great example, and it's fun to watch Netflix traffic on your network if you're ever bored and know how to use Wireshark or TCP dump. I know for most TVs or anything that has a Netflix-specific app, it's a little harder for them to do it in the browser, but I think they still manage to. They will not do... Well, I shouldn't say they won't. They'll use your DNS server, whatever you've told the app to be as your DNS server. But they will also do their own DNS requests to their own servers no matter what you've defined.
Oh.
Including like 8.8.8.8. And the reason for that is they're trying to see if they get different results for your region than what you're getting through your proxy.
Yeah.
Along with some other... They do some other weird stuff. I don't know all of it. I haven't looked that much into it. But generally, if you use a proxy, no matter whether it's your own proxy, a public proxy, to change your location, Netflix can figure out that it's proxied traffic, and you'll be able to load the interface and see what that country gets as content, but the minute you try and play a video, it will give you an error.
No.
So The guys over at Netflix are really good at security, considering they can figure out all of these things that a lot of other people just cannot,
Yeah.
which is
I've
really
never
unfortunate.
had a problem connecting to Netflix through a VPN or through a...
Maybe it's just that they lock down the Canadian one a lot more.
That's
Well,
true.
it's kind of universal. I know, like, trying to connect to it to, say, like, maybe an English Netflix.
Yeah.
And they've been cracking down on it a lot for, like, I guess the last 2 or 3 years.
I don't know when it happened, but I know when the CRTC said, "Hey Netflix, we noticed you're not following the Canadian distribution requirements of having like 20% of your content be Canadian."
Yeah.
They started cracking down really hard, and Canada was one of the first countries to get the like absolutely no VPN, no proxy for a while.
God, it was annoying.
Which was really sad because I was still getting the ads from US YouTubers being like, use a VPN to get around Netflix restrictions, and I was like, unless you're in Canada.
Rip.
And then they really just stop your account from doing anything. Although for a while they were super lenient. Like, Netflix would be like, hey, we see you traveled to the US, and I was like, yes. In that 3 milliseconds my IP changed, I definitely traveled from Toronto, because that's where my IP leaves from, Toronto, Canada, to California,
Yeah.
US. I definitely did that.
If you connect to US East, you know, you get better times there, but...
Yeah. It's actually really
Better look
sad.
up that.
In Canada, there's definitely a few ISPs, at least
Yeah.
at the time when it worked, where mine included, where if I connected to Netflix, this was, I think, before fast.com or their own speed test was really a thing, or something a lot of people used. You'd connect to Netflix, and I would be able to watch a 480p stream because it would limit me to around 2 megabits per second on my sad 10 megabit per second connection at the time.
Oh.
And if you went to, I know if I went to the US East server with PIA,
Yeah.
I would get a 720p stream because it would bump up to around 5 megabytes per second. Because my ISP was throttling Netflix traffic.
Oh.
But they can't see the VPN traffic
Oh, that's dumb.
as being Netflix traffic. So you could get better quality by encapsulation, which should create more overhead and slow things down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dumb.
Canadian ISPs, guys.
Woo.
They're
I've heard some bad things.
they're horrible people running hardware and software from 2008.
I heard of, was it Joe's Computers?
Oh my goodness, Joe's Computers is a legend. He runs
That's what
his,
Sheldon
he runs
used
his
to have, right?
ISP worse than he runs his gym.
What?
He's a gym
'Cause
too.
there's also, oh yeah, there's Joe's Gym, there's Joe's Laundry, and there's Joe's Computers.
Doesn't he own, like, the whole town?
He owns the town.
That
He
is
owns Spencerville.
amazing. I love it.
He's the computer shop, the ISP, the laundromat, and the gym. I think someone else has the gas station and the pizza place.
It's so great.
But he's seriously considering buying them.
Although, so I guess the town's 50-50, because I think someone else owns the gas station, and then someone else owns the pizza place. But when I say the pizza place, that's because it's the pizza place, the convenience store, and the DVD rental shop.
They still have a DVD rental shop.
They need one, because they have Joe Computer for internet.
That's so great. That's top tier. This part that sucks about giving shitty internet is that you have the shitty internet.
Yeah, Joe doesn't have better internet himself, unfortunately.
That would actually be amazing though if like somehow he had a different provider like giving him internet.
Oh, it would be good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he does, but
You would have to.
Yeah.
he has his own upstream, but he shares it, and I'm pretty sure he's not much of a computer person to make use of it if it was better for him.
Damn. Ah, yes, I've seen this fabled website.
It was looking so much better than it used to.
Oh god. Has it actually been updated?
I mean, like,
Oh yeah, okay. It's
it
been
looks a
updated.
lot nicer than the last time I visited.
I was gonna say it looks
Um,
different than what I remember it.
It still doesn't have HTTPS, but, you know, we're getting there.
Actually, that's a good question. Does it support HTTPS at least?
I have to...
The little just check the... Are you on Firefox, Ryan?
Yeah.
He has HTTPS, it is marking it as not secure, and I'm wondering why. He's got a
Yeah.
Let's Crypt certificate. It's a 256 hash. That's Google acceptable. What's wrong with this? What did he fuck up?
Oh, the lime green at the top.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kyle.
It's saying
actually-
the connection is not encrypted.
I actually am confused as to why it's I bet you, because it's WordPress, he's probably loading images, and I can tell you right now that that Joe Computer thing on the top is an image, because I don't know, other than, sorry Hydro, but I don't know if the rest of you can see that, but the green background of Joe Computer is not the same as the green background of the rest of the header.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, this is telling me it's HTTP. Are you saying
It's like they're using a like a fade effect on it. And
Chris, that's HTTP. Where do you see HTTPS?
I connected to the site with HTTP,
Oh, you did
Ugh.
specifically. Okay.
HTTPS, and it is still marking it as not secure. So
Okay.
something on this site, usually an image, is not loading in HTTPS, but the header image is.
Hold on, you posted that to TeamSpeak, right?
Yeah.
Whose ISP was this?
Sheldon,
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the shitty
Yeah.
internet that Sheldon used to have.
this is, if you look at the internet service options, you will notice that the three that they announce as the new pricing are all Air Max, meaning wireless to your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Firefox gives me a little bit more information here,
Oh,
right?
there's a cert. Okay.
There is a cert. It's just the images don't have certs. You're right, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've dealt with that before. But the cert checks out. The cert's actually really good. I'm surprised they're using Let's Encrypt, but that makes sense because Joe Computer probably can't afford buying a cert.
Yeah.
But I'm all for Let's Encrypt.
Sounds fun.
Certificate is
Yeah.
okay. It's not great. It's just okay.
It's 256, Kyle.
It says it's okay. I'm just fucking with you.
Chris.
Google wants the average computer to take 45 minutes to decrypt a
Chris,
cert. Kind of okay.
Let's talk about certificates here. Chris. Why does your TeamSpeak have such a fucking long login?
Yeah, it's 9 years login fucking Chris.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. I will go look up now how to make it longer.
I was gonna say, you realize he's just gonna make it longer now,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You know what? Because I've been training my level while I'm away, so that if you make it longer, I'll still be able to join. I'm not the one who gets punished from this.
Steve,
It's me.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just me.
what CPU do you currently have in your main computer?
Well, on my main computer, on my main computer, I have a 1700X.
1700X? Alright, cool.
What?
I'm gonna have to go find my VR PC with an overclock 3800X, because I
Yeah.
think that's the fastest CPU I've got on hand, and I'll dedicate it for a week to calc the cert.
Oh no.
That should be good for you guys, right?
Yes.
No. We're fine.
My
A month
9-year-old
later, you'll be able to get back into my
TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak.
It's fine. I've been doing it for like 3 weeks.
That scares me. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, Google is really pushing for... I mean, I understand SHA-1 kind of, but they're really pushy on SHA-1. And it still costs like $200,000 of cloud compute resources for GPU compute to possibly find a collision in SHA-1 when only like 25% of SHA-1 signatures can have a collision in the first place. And yet we have people being like, our internal device uses a SHA-1 cert. This is insecure. We could be man-in-the-middled.
Yeah.
Oof.
You guys don't even market cap at $200,000. Who's trying to break into your stuff with that kind of money?
That's one of my favorite part. The smallest companies.
Yeah, pizza shops with basically home routers that we've put our brand on
Yep.
that are like, we must protect ourselves from the world's leadest hackers.
Yeah, I've literally had pizza guys call in, right?
Yeah, I know. It was my favorite.
That was the best. I was pretty excited about it.
Did you get pizza?
They were super nice. I just wanted to help them.
Yeah. Hey man,
They're really
I don't,
dumb, but
I
I
don't
mean,
know
like,
what
they're
an
really
IP
nice guys.
is. I don't. What are you talking about, Gateway?
Literally what it was, by the way. They had the 192.168.1.1 on both their laptop and the fucking what the hell
Oh
was
yeah, it was just the IP
600?
overlap.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Oh.
I still make Carlin do it.
Yeah. I mean, he's nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to be nice to those people. I'm sorry.
Correct. I would have been mean at that point. I'm like, that's I know what that is, but you're gonna have to deal with Carlin to fix that, because as soon as I see it, I'm gonna laugh at you. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I made it to the podcast. This is what it's just gonna devolve into now.
Oh no, it's beautiful. I love it.
Oh, Hydra, I've been meaning to talk to you for a while.
What?
I have been dungeon mastering multiple
Ooh.
Dungeons and Dragons games.
Nice.
And I would like to thank you for your time DMing for myself and the party we played with.
Aw.
Yeah.
As I have a much, much greater appreciation.
I'm not even the problem in these.
For the hell Kyle puts people through.
I love that.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm not even the problem. Oh wait.
Kyle,
I'm not the problem.
problem.
Immediately, Chris is like, "For the hell Kyle puts people through." It's like, yep.
I'm not the problem. Okay, you guys are walking into a town of people who are very skeptical of magic. They think it's all demons, and they are known for murdering anyone that
Okay,
even
but,
shows aspects of magic. Okay, yeah, you
That
guys
was
are
one
walking
time.
straight to their main church. Okay, sounds good. Oh yeah, you guys are all gonna walk inside the main prayer area. Yep, sounds good. There's some people praying. You know, there's a lot of people, knights and assassins and stuff all around the edge of the room. They're also praying, and oh, you're gonna cast evil dark magic in front of all of them on the altar.
Okay, it's not evil magic. It's cantrip.
Yep.
I think demons were talking to them.
What cantrip?
And your party's strongest fighter is dead. Okay, how's this going?
One
Kyle
time.
killed
you know,
Sheldon.
It's beautiful. It's horrible, but beautiful.
This is what happens when they just kept looking at me like I was gonna lead them. No one was making decisions, so I'm like, you know what? Everyone's dead.
I'm gonna make sure everyone dies, mostly us.
That's beautiful. That's a very Kyle thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I've learned because I don't want to have to deal with constantly coming up with helping people come up with new backstories, writing in new characters, introducing them. I have to keep a couple level 10s to 20s on hand to save the party regularly.
Yeah, that had to happen.
Yeah.
Regularly?
Okay, well, I've only had to make them save the party once.
Twice, I thought.
That's
Well,
beautiful.
so twice maybe. I didn't let any of you like outright die the second time before I went,
Yeah.
yep, I definitely need to save them.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
But
That
not-
one wasn't me though. That one was Sheldon. I think.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
not counting that one as much, but
The first one was 100 me. Yeah.
I do love the honesty. Yeah.
oh yeah, no, he's kind of proud of it because he built a character, right? I don't know if he's told you about this character that he's currently playing in that campaign, but his character doesn't do damage.
Yep.
His character, he built a sorcerer that has one cantrip that can do up to, what, 8 damage?
2d6.
Oh, up to 12 damage.
Ooh. 12 whole damage, Kyle.
Level 7 sorcerer
Oh.
Yep.
has a cantrip that can do 12 damage.
none of my other spells can do even a single point.
And yet has and otherwise is the party healer, yet has managed to get the party fighter dead.
Yep.
Oh,
I
goodness.
mean, he's got me almost dead. I got knocked out just for being married to him.
I mean,
Bonded.
all of this happened after you almost got him dead. Let's see, he forced you
Yeah.
into a fighting ring with a man he
Yeah.
knew could bludgeon your face open,
That was fun.
in
I
hopes
kept
you
thinking
would
almost
die.
That's amazing.
Once again, fighting ring. You were informed by the rules that magic is banned, and your immediate step was to cast a spell on the enemy.
I was there unwilling, I guess by will. And then,
Like-
yeah, immediately cast a spell on myself and on the enemy. Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can let the spell on yourself slide. I'll let that. Wait, what? You want to cast a spell on him? Damn it.
So basically, Tony, all my character does in this one is tell people to grovel, and by that, they lose their turn and have to go prone, and then I tell them to stay like that. And usually they have to listen. And then I sit there and do nothing else.
Yeah.
He is a divine healing sorcerer, half
Fine soul.
elf,
Yep.
nicknamed Sparky or Sparkles,
I love it.
that walks around constantly playing theme music in the heads of his party.
Yep.
While constantly shooting sparks out from his hands, wearing a decadent and vibrant rainbow entire outfit, really, but massive robe.
I appreciate this.
That constantly billows magically for him.
Oh.
I appreciate every single aspect of this character. Consider me very happy with the way this is.
This week, I got to live out my deepest fantasy. I spent half the session asleep.
Ah.
Yeah.
Why?
And the other half of the session cheering on and trying for Sheldon's romance.
Correct.
Deepest fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
My character is mostly trying to bang Sheldons.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
How far have you gotten?
Pretty far.
Oh.
I've gotten the kiss. I have got to hold his hand with some farther than sky.
That's a low blow.
You got to hold his hand, and you got into a fight with a very wealthy king over his love.
Yes.
Damn. That's true love.
I'm pretty sure we kissed though. That happened.
I do recall you managing to land that.
Yep.
As for a dual wielding, very dexterous samurai that Sheldon is, friggin' weeb. He was still not quick enough to dodge Kyle's lips.
Oh my god.
And a wizard brought us to a room where we were supposed to bang the king, and we were there. That was close. We were in the right setting, you know.
Yeah. It was very romantic. If I recall correctly, I believe you were afraid of, or someone was afraid of getting their head removed.
Right.
Very romantic
Yes.
scene.
Honestly, doesn't get much more romantic.
I mean, that was a concern on all of my best dates.
Yeah. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like having a good day. It's like, you know, as long as my head doesn't come off, you know, I think this is going to go well.
Probably fine.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, still better than Sky. Okay, you know.
Well.
I don't know if he's better than Sky, but you've definitely got further with him.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah. He's making fun of Sky. Poor Sky.
Yes.
He's not even here to defend himself. And
Where'd Sky go?
I don't actually know.
Also, Steve, the sleeping was my fantasy because I was up since Wednesday
Oh,
or something like that. I don't know.
why?
Cigarettes. I'm assuming. I'm not really sure.
Up
Makes
since
a lot
Wednesday
of
is not
sense.
good.
Well, if it was 100% like withdrawal, then unfortunately it makes sense.
I have
Yeah.
nicotine. That's the difference, though.
Yeah, you have more nicotine
Are you
now.
trying to quit?
No.
For the first 4 days, definitely no.
Correct.
Kyle started vaping.
No. With a significant amount of nicotine.
And then started forgetting to smoke.
Yeah, so kind of.
It was just inconvenient. And then,
I mean-
yeah, day 5, I really wanted to smoke, and then Dan told me no. So he really wanted to make the. I had a tally on my whiteboard. I just started one for funsies to see how long
Yep.
it would be before I wanted one realistically. And then Dan turned into Dan being hopeful. And yeah, so I let him do the cross stick at 5 days.
First he gets you skiing, then he gets you to quit smokes. All downhill from here, Kyle.
Yep.
Oh man, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship.
Next they'll make me be escalation. What the fuck is that shit?
You
JK
ready?
Lolo
You
won't
can
take
do
it.
it. You don't panic. It'll be fine.
Yep. Hence the JK Lolo won't do it. You can make Abdallah do it. It'll be fine. And then Eddie. See, I have a plan, okay? All I have to do is keep making people not shit around me. And then they can keep doing the job that I don't want to do.
Aha!
That's me. I will train my tier 2 to be a really good tier 3 so that he can move up and then take half my cases and deal with them when I don't want to.
Edgar. And Abdallah. Yes.
The whole high-end management tier 3s are all high-end management tier 3s because Kyle didn't want to do work.
Yeah.
That's
Well, Dan made it to ask. I literally turned it down, and yeah.
I'm going to fuel your careers out of laziness. Let's go.
I don't know why. Like that's a Kyle. Like the I've never heard something more Kyle. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
I have so little ambition. I didn't know the word.
Hey, you guys don't need firmware programmers, do you?
No. Well, I mean we do, but
The answer is we do and we won't hire them.
that's the right answer.
Which is the answer for every type of support and development engineer.
Yeah.
Oof.
We need them, we won't hire any.
Oh no.
I mean, hey, if you ever start hiring hardware development engineers, you know where to look.
You want to move to Israel? Hey.
Yeah, they
No,
don't have
thank
any of
you.
those in Canada, unfortunately. Or I think the U.S.
They might in the States? Maybe?
Maybe.
But Texas.
It might not even be Texas.
Yeah,
What do we have in
I
New York?
don't know
We have
where
a
we
bunch
have
of stuff in
anything
New York,
else.
right?
Wait, New York, you say?
I'm pretty sure we just have sales in New York.
We also have all our NA traffic going through there too, though, right? I thought.
What?
Like the company-wide traffic's through NA, I'm pretty sure. Or it goes, like all NA company traffic, I think, goes through New York.
I think so too.
Remember Sandy was on the thing for that. And they didn't have a backup of their MDS because they're idiots.
Yep. Sounds about right. We don't know how our own products work, and we don't know how to keep them running.
Correct.
That doesn't sound great.
The
Yeah.
people in support, like the people who help our customers, i.e. Kyle and I, do know. The people who run our internal IT, no clue.
Yeah. Yeah. And develop. Those ones don't know either.
Raising tickets when stuff that I need to work with breaks is the worst. Because they are like 18 tiers below me.
Oh, that's brutal.
Like, I don't... Steve, you know this. I don't Windows.
Yeah.
Not about that life. Why do I have to explain how their AD branch is configured wrong?
I feel like it's... I feel like you would, like, start burning, like, every second you're using Windows.
I mean, I use it pretty often now.
Oh, God.
Yes, yeah.
I just
Do you swear, like,
hate
do you
it.
swear, like, a glove or something? So you're not, like, coming in direct contact with...
There's definitely some obfuscation layers, yeah.
So, like, all the Proton stuff is getting really good. I know you can probably attest to that, Chris, but it's just not there yet because of Epic, I guess.
So I actually hit this point a while back where I pretty much exclusively game on Windows. Don't
Yeah,
burn me at the
same,
stake.
same.
Because I have so many computers at this point that if I run Windows as the only OS on all my gaming machines, I will still be running over 75% Linux.
Yeah. Actually, that's fair. Same.
So it's just like,
I think
this
I'm at
computer is literally built
63.
for just VR,
Yeah.
and VR on Linux is a mess.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. So there's entire reality between me and the Windows machine.
God damn it.
I do love that, though. It's like...
That's the separational thing.
Yeah. Look, I just want Proton to fucking work. Like, for everything.
Oh, Steve, can we talk about Rocket League and Hydro?
I love Rocket League. I haven't played in a while, but...
Two things. One, I built a computer.
Oh!
Yeah.
Um,
And
I'll send you guys
send us the
pictures
pictures.
of
Yay.
it.
But two, the Rocket League support, I'm guessing, right?
The second one is I started this computer before I decided I would never play
Play
Rocket League online ever again.
But you're your land champion, Chris.
I'm a LAN champion, and I was running Linux during that LAN, which makes me extremely annoyed that one of the biggest Linux releases betrayed Linux support because Epic Games bought them.
Well, I didn't know that Epic Games bought them, actually.
Epic Games bought... Yeah, I didn't know until this happened. Epic Games bought them, and then, was it 2 weeks ago? They said, yeah, we're basically releasing an update for Mac and Linux to disable all online features and half the game.
What?
And then we're stopping our support for both of those platforms.
That's
pretty much.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
What?
And their excuse was because of wanting to use newer technologies that would limit their ability to use Linux, which is a friggin' joke because they're still running an outdated version of whatever engine they're on that has worse support for Linux and Mac OS than the current release that they've refused to update to.
They're
bullshit.
theorizing right now that they're trying to possibly force a push over to the Epic Game Store because obviously it's still available on Steam. So because the Epic Game Store does not support Mac or Linux, the theory is that they're going to try to move it, but Steam might be like the bastion of hope here, where like it was such a big release, like the Steam controller and whatnot,
That's the thing.
released with
Rocket
it.
League. Rocket League was given as a free copy to every single, like actual purchasable Steam. What were they called? Steam box? Steam
Links?
machine.
Yeah, Steam Link.
Steam machines.
Not the Steam Links, the actual ones running Steam OS, the Linux distribution.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all came with a free copy of Rocket League because it was one of the biggest games to run on that distro, or run on that OS, and it doesn't anymore.
Yeah, that's not great.
Like,
Like,
Valve should be ripping them a new one for that.
Oh, 100%.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, Hydra, you can't enjoy all of the time I spent matching colors.
I can only imagine. Well,
there's
technically,
favorites.
Chris, they all match to me, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
Goddamn.
No, the whole sort of front half is more orange, and the whole back half is blue, including the graphics card, to make it look like the two different sides of the field.
Oh, that's
so that it
really
actually
cool.
looks like they're playing against each other.
That's super cool. Oh, wait.
And
There...
the bottom is an actual like textured grass.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna say there's
Yeah,
actually
it's
cars
like
in it. That's
Astro Cube, right?
amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can share this with anyone
Hey, I have
else.
that same SSD.
Nice.
That's beautiful. I love it.
So beautiful.
It is.
Yeah, I built it. It's just a show PC. I still haven't played any games on it. I actually already gave it, put it into under Aaliyah's desk at Sheldon's house for her to borrow.
Oh, there you go.
Chris?
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll miss you.
I think it's one I was blowing vape into last.
The last picture Chris sent me before that was of his Raspberry Pi that he was overclocking. And it's just glorious, and I wish I could share this with you.
Huh?
It's this little tiny computer with this just huge heatsink on it. Like it's a credit card with a heatsink. This like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just fucking great.
Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'm back. I missed you.
Chris, you know, the last picture you sent me before that that whole who just
Yeah.
texted me?
He'll get back to it.
Yeah, the pie.
Yeah, the pie.
What about the pie?
Do you want to share that with the rest of them?
The class.
Because that is fucking glorious.
Well, Kyle's seen it. 'Cause I brought it into work one day.
What I see?
The pie with the Noctua and the tower cooler.
Yes. That existed.
I probably won't understand it.
I
Same.
can't find the picture now to share.
My God.
Oh, there it is. I wanted a Raspberry Pi to not run warm.
I mean, I feel like the passive cooling for the Pi 3 for most operations is adequate.
It's a Pi 4 gig.
That's dicey.
And it's I wanted to overclock it to 2 or 2.1 gigahertz, but I only got up to like 1.3 brain 1.8.
Yeah. Why did you need it to go that fast?
I want to use it as a workstation desktop.
No, don't do that.
A very portable one.
Ooh, the print is done. Yay.
Yeah. Wait, is that the large EV?
That is the giant EV.
Ah.
It's not even like just large, it's like... Yeah, well, you'll see it. I'll Snapchat it around in a second.
Yay.
6
I
hours
also-
and 20 minutes, that's not that bad.
I also have in-progress updates
How long?
for the Pi.
6 hours for the print.
Okay. Since I
Yeah.
actually... Okay, that's not bad though, you said?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Okay.
It was supposed to take 8,
Oh.
but I think some of the optimizations I did with infill made it a lot faster.
Nice. Nice.
See, what did you send me?
Oh.
No. Wait, what's that on the bottom? Oh, is that a Nick?
Nope. That is the board to hold the MSATA SSD I'm using as a boot drive.
Ah. Also, tell Sheldon his printer has a problem and I know how to fix it if he shoots me a message.
I will let him know. Are you basing that off this print?
Yeah.
That's a bad idea.
Why?
Because he knew this print was horrible and he didn't care, and I said I don't care.
Oh, okay.
He forgot to scaffold this one.
Oh, no, that's not the problem I'm even
Yeah,
talking
but
about.
before anything, he forgot to scaffold this
Yeah,
one.
I can
and
see
so
that.
it's an interesting result. But
can
I
see-
don't think I would have liked to dig out all the scaffolding from the interior.
You know there's only touching build plate scaffolding now. That's a setting. It's a checkbox.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. And there's also tree supports, which are really great. Oh my god.
Ooh, that sounds more like what I would want for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once I move out, 3D printer will be really, really early on.
Yeah, Chris, let me know, and I will help you every step of the way.
Yes, because I'm going to force you to either way.
I see.
Smart man.
Also, I never posted a Twitch stream in here.
You didn't.
What's up?
Kyle? Like, oh,
So,
there's Dizzy Kitten. Okay. St. Peach not live, I assume?
She's just starting.
Okay.
Yeah. There's no St. Peach. I wasn't going to send you the weird ones, so...
Fair. Well, I think I'm gonna end this episode of the podcast because we've actually been going over for over 2 hours, and I just looked at the time now. So yeah.
Kyle said you guys are gonna wrap up,
Alright.
and then I was like, oh, I meant to be watching that, and then I started watching it. Was like, oh, I need to talk.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
no, you guys,
you're welcome
everyone's
for making it way too
always
long.
welcome to come in. I always enjoy it. So.
Yep.
So
Yeah, me too.
Thank you guys for being on. Thank you people for watching. I'm gonna click the stop recording button. Bye.
Bye.
Since no one else said it, Pickle Weasel.